They know your credit score, they know your income, they know your trade-in, they know your budget. Before you sign that paper, stop. Just stop. Because that signature you're about to put down, that one moment, that is worth thousands of dollars. And nobody in that room is going to tell you that. The salesman won't tell you, the finance manager won't tell you, the manager who came out to give you a special deal, he definitely won't tell you. Because the moment you sign, their job is done, and yours just got expensive. You walked in with a budget, you told yourself you had a limit, and somehow sitting in that chair, pen in hand, tired, excited, just ready to be done, that limit disappeared. That was not an accident. That was the plan. Their plan, not yours. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how they executed it, step by step, move by move, so that next time that pen is in your hand, you'll know exactly what you're really signing. You've done your homework. You know which car you want, you've compared prices online, you've watched videos, you know roughly what the car is worth. You feel prepared. Maybe you even told your spouse or a friend, "Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. I'm not going to let them push me around." And you mean it. You genuinely mean it. But here's the problem. The dealership does this every single day. Every hour, multiple times a day. They have a system that has been refined over decades, specifically to deal with people exactly like you, prepared people, confident people, people who did their research. Because those are actually the most profitable customers, not the clueless ones, the confident ones, the ones who think they're in control. Because the moment you think you're in control, that's when they move in. There's one moment inside every dealership visit, one specific moment where thousands of dollars silently change hands without most buyers even realizing it. It's not when you're negotiating the price of the car. That's what they want you focused on. The real money, the real damage, happens somewhere else entirely. I'm going to show you exactly where that moment is, what it looks like, and the exact words you need to say to protect yourself. But first, you need to understand how the dealership system actually works, because once you see the full picture, you will never walk into a dealership the same way again. Here's what most car buyers believe. If I negotiate a good price on the car, I'll win. That belief is exactly what dealerships want you to have. Because the car price negotiation, the part you prepared for, the part you practiced in your head on the drive over, that is the distraction. That is the magic trick. While you're watching the hand waving the car price around, the other hand is quietly reaching into your wallet somewhere else entirely. Dealerships don't make most of their profit on the car. They make it in the finance office. They make it on add-ons. They make it on insurance products. They make it on interest rates. They make it on fees buried in documents that are slid across a desk at the end of a 2-hour process when you're mentally exhausted and just want to go home. And that is not a coincidence. That exhaustion is engineered. Let me walk you through exactly what happens inside a dealership visit, step by step, because most people have never seen it laid out like this before. Stage 1. The welcome. You're greeted warmly. The salesperson is friendly, relaxed, and funny. This is not personality. This is strategy. The goal is to lower your emotional defenses as quickly as possible. A relaxed buyer is a profitable buyer. Stage 2. The needs assessment. They ask questions. What are you looking for? What do you drive now? What's your monthly budget? That last question, your monthly budget, is the most dangerous question they ask. The moment you answer it, you have shifted the entire negotiation from total price to monthly payment, and those are two completely different conversations. A car that costs $28,000 can be made to feel like $450 a month, stretched over 72 months at 11% interest, costing you $32,400 total. And it feels like a good deal because the monthly number sounds manageable. Stage 3. The test drive and emotional attachment. They get you in the car. They get you feeling it. This is deliberate. The moment you emotionally attach to a vehicle, the moment you picture your life with it, your negotiating power drops dramatically. Every minute you spend in that car costs you negotiating leverage. Stage 4. The Foursquare. This is a classic dealership tactic. They present you with a sheet divided into 4 boxes: vehicle price, trade-in value, monthly payment, and down payment. They move numbers around between boxes to confuse the total picture. Drop the monthly payment by raising the loan term. Raise the trade-in value while raising the vehicle price. It's financial shell games, and it works on most people because most people aren't tracking all 4 numbers simultaneously. Stage 5. The finance office. This is where the real money is made. You're handed off to the finance manager. This person is not your friend. This person is often the highest earning employee in the building. They are trained in high-pressure sales. They will present you with a menu of products: extended warranty, gap insurance, paint protection, tire and wheel coverage, credit insurance, key replacement packages. Each product sounds reasonable. Each one is presented as essential. The price of each one is folded into your monthly payment so it feels invisible. A $2,500 extended warranty becomes just $35 more a month. Multiply that thinking across 4 or 5 products, and you've just added $8,000 to $12,000 to your purchase without feeling it. Here's how fast this can go wrong. You walk in planning to spend $20,000. You negotiate the car price down from $23,000 to $21,500. You feel good. You won the negotiation. But your trade-in got undervalued by $2,000 because you were focused on the car price. Then, in the finance office, you accepted gap insurance, an extended warranty, and a paint protection package. That's another $4,200 folded into your loan. Your interest rate is 9.9% because you didn't arrange financing before you arrived, so you took what they offered. You're now financing $23,700 over 72 months at 9.9%. Total cost of that $20,000 budget car? $33,800, and you left feeling like you got a decent deal. This is happening to people every single day. The average American overpays by $3,000 to $7,000 on a car purchase, not because they're stupid, but because they didn't know where their real traps were. That's a vacation. That's an emergency fund. That's months of groceries. That's real money that leaves your life quietly, buried in a contract you signed when you were tired, excited, and just ready to be done. And the regret doesn't hit immediately. It hits 6 months later when you look at your loan balance and realize it's barely moved. It hits when your friend buys the same car for $4,000 less. It hits when you try to trade it in and discover you owe more than it's worth. But here's where it gets worse. Everything I've described so far, that's the standard playbook, the one they use on everyone. There's an advanced version they use on buyers who seem emotionally invested, who've driven far to see the car, who've already called their insurance company. Once they know you want the car, the entire dynamic shifts. Suddenly, there's another buyer interested. Suddenly, the deal is only today. Suddenly, the manager can only hold the price until the end of business. This is manufactured urgency, and it works, because the moment you feel like you might lose something, rational thinking exits the building. Here is exactly how you walk into any dealership and walk out protected. Rule 1. Never reveal your monthly budget ever. Only negotiate total out-the-door price. If they ask about monthly payments, say, "I'm focused on the total price. Let's start there." Rule 2. Arrange financing before you arrive. Get pre-approved at your bank or credit union before you step foot in the dealership. This gives you a rate to beat, removes their financing leverage, and puts you in control of the single most expensive variable in the deal. Rule 3. Know your trade-in value before you walk in. Get quotes from CarMax, Carvana, and a local dealer before your visit. These are real offers you can walk in with. If the dealership won't beat them, sell your trade-ins separately. Rule 4. Negotiate each element separately. Car price first, trade-in second, financing third, finance office products fourth. Never let them bundle everything together. Bundling is how numbers disappear. Rule 5. In the finance office, decline everything first. Let them present the full menu, then decline all of it. If gap insurance is genuinely useful for your situation, you can buy it cheaper through your insurance company. If you want an extended warranty, you can negotiate it separately or buy third party. Never make a decision in that room under time pressure. Rule 6. Read every line before you sign. Ask for the out-the-door itemized breakdown in writing before you enter the finance office. Compare it to what you agreed on. Any new fees that appeared, question every single one. Earlier, I told you there's one specific moment where thousands of dollars silently change hands without most buyers realizing it. Now you know exactly what that moment is. It's the finance office. It's the back half of your dealership visit. It's the room they walk you into after you're already emotionally committed, mentally tired, and holding car keys. That is the room. That is the moment. And now you know exactly what to say, what to decline, and what to watch for. Think about what the finance manager knows about you before you even sit down in that chair. They know how long you've been at the dealership. They know you took the test drive. They know you negotiated, which means you're engaged. They know your credit score. They know your income. They know your trade-in. They know your budget. You walked in thinking you were a prepared buyer. They walked into that room knowing more about your financial situation than most of your family members do. That is the real imbalance, and the only way to fix it is information, exactly what you now have. Dealerships are not evil, but they are businesses. Highly optimized, psychologically sophisticated businesses whose profit depends on how little you know when you walk through that door. Now you know the four square trick, you know the finance office game, you know what manufactured urgency looks like, you know the exact rules that protect you.